Whilst cow and cat are two individual postures that work in synergy with each other, I want you to focus on the movements involved in the linear transitioning from one to the other, which acts to release tension within and mobilize the joints of the spine. Starting in all fours, you want to feel that your spine is horizontal from the sacrum to the back of the head. Don't let your head drop or look down at your fingers. Connect to the sternum and the front ribs, and as you inhale, allow the front ribs to naturally drop. This will initiate an increased curve of the lumbar spine, but don't actively push force into your lumbar spine. Lengthen from your navel through to the tip of your chin as if you were zipping up the front of your torso. Allow your chest and ribs to be drawn through your arms to face the front edge of the mat, and keep length at the back of the neck as your chin extends upwards. You might feel that both ends of the spine, so the neck and your sacrum, are now pointing upwards. You have lengthened the front of your body, meaning that you have shortened through the back. So now we do the opposite. As you exhale, bring the spine back to its neutral horizontal line. The combined weight of the head and upper torso are converted into recycled force by pressing down through the palms of the hands. You must keep the elbows soft to do this. This then pushes your chest and front ribs upwards, arching the thoracic spine and naturally pointing the sacrum downwards. The crown of your head will also be pointing downwards, completing the transition. The movement into cow pose aligns with the inhalation, and the transition to cat pose aligns with the exhalation. This means that the movement is slow, steady, and continuous throughout. So let's try 5 breaths moving through cow and cat. If you are familiar with these two postures, you can close your eyes, but follow the instructions. The slower the transition, the more you will observe. Starting from the neutral position in all fours, wait for the inhalation, and releasing the weight of the front ribs, slowly lengthen through the chest and throat. As you exhale, pick the front ribs up to neutralize the curve in the spine and push your sternum up into the gap between the shoulder blades. Inhale, notice the fluidity through the lumbar spine and the resistance of bend in the thoracic spine. And exhale, feel the lengthening in the neck, the widening through the upper back, and the stretch in the lower back. Inhale, feed the breath into the spaces that open in the front of the rib cage and across the collarbones. And exhale, let the back ribs be pushed up snugly into the shoulder blades as the base of the skull releases its tension and the jaw softens. Inhale, notice how the hip bones slide over the crest of the thigh bone, pulling the sitting bones higher and wider. And exhale, feel the stretching of the muscles that run alongside your spine, releasing force and tension trapped within the joints of the vertebra. Take one last breath to notice how the movement has become smoother and more liberated since your first breath transitioning between these two postures. After your next exhalation, slowly open the eyes, keeping the gaze soft. Bring the spine into a neutral position and the big toes together, so you can sit back on your heels and fold your torso over your thighs into a relaxed child's pose, where you can let your spine settle and observe your body's reaction. Cow and cat is a wonderfully meditative exercise because it engages movement with the breath, so it can be practiced not just when the spine is fatigued, but at any time when the mind is struggling to find alignment.